Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, if you guys haven't heard already, it's been reported by various news outlets in the boxing world and even beyond the boxing world that Anthony Joshua has signed a multi-fight deal with Showtime to televise his fights in the United States. Now, if you guys don't understand how important this is to not just Anthony Joshua's career, but boxing at large, let me inform you. This guy, when we talk about Anthony Joshua, we're talking about a guy who's an exciting fighter in the ring. You know, while he doesn't have a sparkling resume as of yet, he's still really young, very green, very fresh in his career. Has beaten decent names, you know, the likes of Kevin Johnson, Charles Martin, and Dillian Whyte. Not a bad resume for only 17 fights. You can't knock him for his resume thus far at this stage of his career. He's fighting Dominic Breazeale, June 25th. Dominic Breazeale, another solid heavyweight. Not a guy that's in elite heavyweight, but definitely a challenge for Anthony Joshua. That'll be on June 25th. So that'll be the first defense of his IBF heavyweight championship. Now, speaking from a business standpoint, Anthony Joshua has a chance to really take the boxing world by storm. Now let's talk about the fact that he did 400,000 pay-per-view buys in his fight with Dillian Whyte. His 15th pro fight did 400,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, in America, there has been some pay-per-view buys that have flopped. Now, I love Triple G. I am a Triple G fan. I am a Triple G supporter. But his fight against David Lemieux, you know, at Madison Square Garden, that sold out, only did roughly 150,000 pay-per-view buys. So when you take that into account, that Golovkin is a lot more seasoned than Joshua. Golovkin, you know, in many ways like Joshua, had his own knockout streak of his own. You know, he couldn't even get to that level, and Joshua's doing it in his 15th pro fight. I mean, that's big news. Now, Eddie Hearn is moving this man perfectly. You know, he's got the Sky Sports deal was announced today. Not Sky Sports. Showtime deal was announced today. He's already got Sky Sports in his back pocket. Sky Sports is televising all of Anthony Joshua's fights. You know, he's got a chance to really make this guy a global star. And I know a lot of people have asked the question, who will be the guy that carries boxing post Mayweather, post Pacquiao in that era, in this era of boxing? If I was a betting man, I would put the house that Anthony Joshua could be that guy, because for one, he's a very exciting fighter, very talented, skillful boxer. As we know, an Olympic gold medalist, a guy that can box, a guy that can definitely punch, as you can see by his record, 16-0 with 16 knockouts. And Eddie Hearn is stepping him up in competition little by little, every single fight. You know, Dillian Whyte was a good fight. Charles Martin was a I don't know, maybe it was a even, or maybe a slightly a step down, but you know, Breazeale a small step up, and they're gonna keep building him. And as long as his head is on straight, you know, this guy's got the boxing world in the palm of his hands. You know, to have network deals with, obviously, where he's from in the UK, where he gets great support. To have a network deal with the UK and Sky Sports, that's huge within itself. But to then have that coupled with Showtime having your fights televised here in America, where American boxing fans have been starving for a star, not just a star, but an exciting star that delivers knockouts, who can speak English. You know, these are just stupid. You know, sometimes American fans ask for stupid things, but these things do help. Anthony Joshua speaks great English. He's very marketable. He's definitely an exciting fighter. So, and he's heavyweight, who delivers a lot of knockouts. So, what's there not to like if you're an American boxing fan about Anthony Joshua? So, it's going to be interesting to see how, because we've heard the rumors of Eddie Hearn working with Al Haymon. Dominic Breazeale is the second straight Al Haymon unbeaten heavyweight that's going to fight Anthony Joshua. So, and Showtime predominantly, it's mostly Al Haymon fighters. So, I mean, I think Eddie Hearn's doing a great job with Anthony Joshua. You know, if I was betting man, I'll put my money on Anthony Joshua being the next star in boxing. If I had to pick a cash cow, the guy that will be a cash cow in boxing, I'm going Anthony Joshua. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think Anthony Joshua will become a megastar, that cash cow, that crossover star that boxing is desperately yearning for post Mayweather, post Pacquiao? Let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you could love me or you could hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.